Hello everyone, 13Time62 here with another Friday's video. First thing I want to mention for this video, I have a haul for you. And that's probably the most important thing about this haul, but let's take a closer look. First thing I have for you is from Toys R Us. I stopped in to see what the LEGO collection was like, and I actually noticed they changed a few things for where it was in the store. But they also have a couple new things added. See more in the store visit video sometime soon. First thing we have is the Coast Guard helicopter. This is a Toys R Us exclusive polybag for about, I think, $3.99. Let me check again. I think that's what it said. Sorry about that. And yes, $3.99, so it's a good buy as far as the pieces you get, number of pieces, the actual pieces themselves. So that's a good poly bag to have. The next thing I bought, I know this isn't a LEGO thing, but it involves LEGO. This is the Ultra Pro 9-pocket page trading card pack, 35 pages, and holds up to 315 trading cards. Now, why did I buy this? Actually, I have a bunch of reasons. Here's a couple that might pertain to you guys because you're fans of LEGOs as I am. I bought this because I wanted to organize my Ninjago cards from the Spinjitzu games 2011 and 2012. I also bought this for the Chima cards, so all of these I will be able to have on their own pages in a little book, along with some other trading cards, which I've just had for a long time and never really organized. That was the first and second part. The second part was basically the other trading cards. I used to have Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't really use them anymore, but I do like to have them just as to collect. But that's, you know, it's kind of irrelevant to this channel, considering that it's not LEGO. I'll just lay that over here, and we'll put the poly bag here. I also went to Target, and I found a couple surprises. You probably know from my previous store visit vids that my store still sells Series 9 collectible minifigs. Well, I went in there today, and I haven't been there in a few weeks, I guess. And I made a discovery. They still have Series 9 collectible minifigs. This one I'm going to open up, but I'm guessing right now it's the Cyclops. And I think I also mentioned that in the store visit video. So we'll get to that later. It's at regular price, $2.99. But not only do they have this, you know, it's September 2013. They also have minifigure Series 11, which this figure I am very certain it's the Constable. It's the first one that I felt, and it felt pretty good to be the Constable. It's a little tricky trying to figure out between that and the Holiday Elf. And my store actually didn't have that many selections. A lot of the ones that when I was feeling the packages were either the Scientist, the Female Robot, the Mountain Climber, or the Constable. At best, those were the choices. I was trying to look for something else, but I'm good with this as it is. We'll open those at the end. This next part, I was going to the register, and I knew of one of these, but I was surprised to find more. I'll let you know right now. I heard about this from Just Too Good Eurobricks, and thank you Just Too Good for the review of this set, and you know, allows me to know where it is. This is available at Target. This is the fire car from 2013. Kind of a nice little car. Go watch Just Too Good's review for it because he's pretty good, and I will also review it myself, but his is already up. Now the next two things are gonna blow your mind. You probably heard about these before earlier in 2013, but you weren't sure where to get them, and I know where to get them now. At Target, there are two other polybags than this one. The Umbarian MHC, the mini version of it. This was available for a really short time, and a lot of people were having trouble finding it when it was first out. So now, these are actually in good stock in Target, at least the one that I have. And I think it was for about $4.99. And also, another good polybag set, Galaxy Squad. Doesn't really have a name with it, but I'm sure that there is a name online. This is also a Walmart exclusive polybag that is now available in Target. and also in good supply. So I'm really excited about these purchases. Yeah, they're small sets, but they're also, you know, I like collecting polybags. And when I see them in stores, I gotta get them right away. Even though I'm not a fan of the Ambarian MHC, I still like to have it as a polybag set, just to say that. It's kind of my collection way of working with Legos, other than the collectible minifigures and specific themes. So now the second part we'll get on to is opening up these packages. And like I said before, I am guessing this one is the Cyclops. He's probably one of the top ones I'm looking for. Last time I felt the packages, I couldn't find him, but this time he was like one of the first ones. I also felt the Judge, the like the mech warrior or something. I can't remember the exact name, but I'm not interested in those at the moment. There's some favorite ones I want to get for each theme, and then I might collect the rest of them later. And we do have them. We have the Cyclops. The reason why I wanted to get the Cyclops is because he's kind of a cool character. He's very unique in that he's not really made anywhere else in LEGO sets in history, as far as I know. He's got some pretty cool pieces. The club, I didn't expect it to be so big. I mean, so small. I expected it to be a little bit bigger, but it's still a nice piece. Plus, he's also got a great color to him that you really don't find much in LEGO sets. I think it's kind of ironic, though, when you look at the faces, he looks like very cheerful on that side, and then scared on this side. But when you put this on, he looks extremely grumpy on this side. Actually, like regularly grumpy and extremely grumpy. Like he's very stern. But this is an absolutely cool character. If you try to look in your local Target, see if these are available. Unless it's just me, I don't know. I've also seen, for Friends fans, Series 3 is out for the pet sets. And I'm interested in those because one of them is this little green parrot that looks really cool. It's kind of like the parakeet that I have at home. So I thought of getting that. And there's a deer set, which kind of intrigues me. Because, again, LEGO's never really made a deer. So that's kind of cool. Now this one, I'm guessing, is the Constable. Pretty easy to find once you get the hat. You could also, just to be sure, you could match it with the club. And we do have the Constable. Now, here's something I want to ask you guys. You may not really remember this show, and I didn't remember it because I've never heard of it until more recently, at least in the past year or so. You probably know of Monty Python, as in Monty Python, the Holy Grail. Well, Monty Python was a comedy group, so it's not just one person. And they used to have a TV show, and on the show, it's a British comedy show, so no one in America will probably know about it, or not much about it. But they did have a couple sketches, comedy sketches, on the TV show with these kinds of constables. So I considered, if you guys want to see, some of their sketches made in LEGO form. Because I think that's kind of a cool idea. Plus, I've been able to find these packages very easily compared to other minifigures, because the hat's it's kind of distinct. It's pretty distinct. So I think this is going to be very cool if we get a bunch of them. And I could even set up scenes with them. I could do brick films with them. But let me know in the comments. Look them up. I'm trying to think of some good examples for Monty Python. They're also, for the most part, they're clean humor. Because this is a TV show done way back, around the 1960s and maybe 70s. So they are pretty clean in humor. So let me know in the comments. Just look up Monty Python Flying Circus. I'm trying to think. There was one, they had a bunch of different funny noises, or different voices, something like that. There's a really good sketch with a bunch of these guys in it. So post a comment below if you want to see that. If you know what I'm talking about, you're on the way to something really cool, because Monty Python is really funny. As far as anything else for this Friday's episode, I really don't have much to say, except I just found a couple sets I still need to review and to bag. One of those sets being Agent Major's Chase. I thought I already did it, but actually it's Escape, not Chase. I actually thought I did it as a review. Post a comment if I did, and I just forgot about it. But I'll do that review, and then I can back up that set. I also am backing up the Echo Base set, the small version that was, looks like this. I'm backing that one up because I remember doing a review for that already, so we're good for that. And as you still know, I'm, working through college. Things are going good so far, but I just let you know at this point. I would get a couple more Lego sets, still take a break. Get a couple more later, take a break, If I were to get any more at this point, I would think of getting more of the Constables or completing either 9 or 11 for a collectible minifigure series. But I wouldn't try to get anything too big now. I did see in Target, though, for Connects fans, Connects Mario, those packs where they have 3 figures, one of them being a mystery figure, those are available in Target for $9.99. So if you want to see a specific one, post a comment below. Some of you were interested in any of them, which is good, but I want to know if you want to see a specific one. And there was one person that wanted to see the Beach Super Mario set. That one is pretty cool, and I did see it on a little bit of a discount, but I'll get that at a later time because it's still in good stock. And, I don't have to worry about spending money right away. I want to keep track of it at a good pace, I don't want to go crazy with money. I mean, right now, this is around $20 or $30, not to say anything about it, but really, I just don't want to spend too much on one time. So I hope you guys understand that, money managing. Thanks for watching this Friday's episode. I can't say if there will be, I don't know about upcoming stuff in the future. I almost forgot the minifig pick of the week. I know last week I kind of cheated with doing 2 of them at the same time, but I did like it because they were both customs and they kind of fit each other. If I did one at a time, it probably wouldn't have made much sense. But this time I want to do 2 because these were the 2 that I opened up, the Constable and the Cyclops. Which are kind of funny because they both bash, well not the Constable. He does it for, if somebody's going crazy. He does it because he's crazy. I guess, if you want to take it that way. But thanks for watching this video. I don't know if there's going to be a media review for Monday. As you know, the schedule is kind of iffy. Just whenever I can get around to doing a video, I will do one. But there was a video up yesterday for a Charmander mosaic. If you want to see any specific mosaics of characters, post a comment below. And be sure to check out that video, because it's pretty cool and pretty easy to make. Thanks for watching this video, have a good weekend, and we will see you sometime later.